Looks like I'm cricket. What's up, guys? Give it a second. Let me go get myself. I'll be right back, guys. This may be too loud, son. Okay. I'll be back. Bum. 1 second, guys. I'm coming. Bomb. Alright, we are here. My bad, guys. I had to set up my son, change shirts and everything. But we are here. Let me log into the computer so I can see you guys' comments, questions, and concerns. Then let your bro, it's my son's room. It's kind of getting out of hand. So, what's up, guys? Eddie Singer here, coming at you guys today again with another episode of Team Talks Live. What I will say is, what's up, Kiki? What I will say, guys, is like I said, every week you guys know I go testing and I do random testing and stuff, right? I will tell you right now, another mistake I did was thinking that Violent Rays kills Black Gogeta Zeno. That deck, if there's a hidden contender to win the event, it'd be that deck. That deck, when I was playing it, I only lost against Dark Broly. Because that matchup was, in my opinion, unbeatable when I played it. Because I went against Violent Rays, I said, you know what? Let me go ahead and see what's up with this matchup, right? Play testing it. Now I was going ham. I only own 3 Kais. You see what I'm saying? You're supposed to run 4 Kais in that bad boy. I was literally putting in work. When I say putting in work, you sit on your... Bro, that is like... I thought Dark Broly was the perfect answer to anti-meta. Black Gogeta Zeno is the definition of anti-meta for this game right now. The only difference is you can sort of say the same thing with Dark Broly, right? The only difference is Dark Broly swings taller. And that's why in that matchup, I was just getting busted. Because, like, you get a boost one time against Dark Broly. You go to 15. And then you get boost again with your leader. And you get boost again with your Unison. But going against Shred and Violent Rays, I now see why. I understand why people are like, hey, Eddie, you can play around it. Because I'm thinking all those stuff is when you're, like, before you attack. But realistically, the only thing before you attack you have to do is your leader and your Unison. Other than that, like, you could just swing, and those guys will stay until your next turn, not until your opponent's turn, not until the end of your turn. Those boosts stay up until your next turn, which is insane. So, for all those people who did want to play the actual Black Gogeta list, you can play around Violent Rays. It still hurts. It don't by any means. Like I said before, I just thought Violent Rays shuts that deck down. It doesn't shut it down. It does hurt. But I will tell you this, man. It's still playable. And now I apologize to anyone who I said it's not. It still is playable. It's not as efficient as Violent Rays, but you can still play the deck. And if you're going against a deck that's not red and has Violent Rays, or a deck that's not Dark Broly, you'll have really solid results. Really, really solid results. I don't have the entire deck on me right now because I took it apart, but I should have did a deck list for it just in case people do want to see it. Because I think I found the code for that deck. That deck was like, when I was playing it, it was as smooth as Rejects, with the only variance coming from what you hit off your warp. But when you play that deck, it's very vital to understand what you want to hold up in your opening hand, what you want to mold for, what you want to hold for in your hand, essentially. Because the only overrun I ran in that deck was the SS4 Son Goku chain hit. Son Goku, SS4 Son Goku, the 30k that grabs the between 3 and 7 back. That guy, it was 100% must. All the other ones I played with, I tinkered with, I didn't like it. That's why I just had that and that was it. Because the thing with that deck was you really struggle to have a drop. So what I was doing is I implemented 4 gravies. So I would just fill my drop up for 6, did the overwhelm, grab whatever piece I was missing, did my Unison Fusion. Don't forget, Union Fusion is not from board. A Uniprotoro is from board, right? I understand we're coming off a meta, well, not this past meta, but like 2 metas ago, and every meta before that where it was projects. Please do not forget, Uniprotoro is from board. With projects, you can grab it from warp. Union Fusion is completely different in Black Gogeta. Union Fusion, the only requirements you have to have is make sure it's those character titles and they have to have the same power. That just have the same power, essentially. So if you're doing with a 5k Vegeta, it has to be the 5k Vegeta Zeno. It has to be a 5k Vegeta, what's his face? 5k Goku Zeno. It doesn't matter about cost. It doesn't matter about any of that stuff. But please, please, please do not forget, Union Fusion is from your hand. It's not from playing. It's not from Battle Air. Union Fusion is from your hand. Energy cost has to cost the same. With Gogeta, you can grab it from your warp as well, and then put it in your drop. Don't forget that. Biggest thing. Kiki says, I need a good Dark Broly list. I feel a bit lost. I know this I see in general does not suit me. Stay tuned, Kiki. Stay tuned. You will really enjoy what I have for you, my friend. I ain't gonna lie. Stay tuned. That deck is yeah. There's a reason, like, you guys seen it. I haven't played the game of Dragon Ball since PPG Miami because I don't really want to just keep upgrading a deck, and by the time I run to my last upgrade, it's before the event and everyone sees what I'm gonna do. But hang tight, I will tell you this, that deck is powerful, dude. The deck is insanely powerful. You guys saw my favorite card, by the way, Skyrocket. I think it's like at least 100 now, the SS4 Bardock. So I'm telling you guys, that card is no joke. If you don't have it, pick it up, because I could only see that card going up. The only thing that gets stopped against is literally Violent Rays. If you're not going against Violent Rays, there's no card that will stop that card. That card will literally put in work. So be very, very vigilant. What's a good one drop? No, what is a good SB cards for Vegeta versus Invoker besides the one drop Goku? Fellas Knight, that's a great question. The one drop Goku is not a good card against Invoker, right? The reason being is because Invoker players have started to adapt the cooler package. And Miles, relax. So the one drop is not a real efficient answer to it. You can play it, but just know that it's susceptible. What I would put in versus Invoker, if I'm playing with Jax, would have to be the... Do I have it on me? It would have to be... It's extra cards. It's a 3-drop extra card that KOs the Vegeta because it ignores barrier. I don't think I have it on me. Let's see if I can do you guys a solid and show you what it is. Yeah, that's the card I would use though if I'm playing. Because you're talking about this right here, right? This card's amazing. I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, sideboard. This card's amazing. It really is good. I'm not gonna lie to you. But going against Invoker, that's not gonna win you the game. Now, going against something like Blue Baby, going against something like Blue in general, this card's amazing. It'll just sit there and it's hard to out. So I would still incorporate this in the sideboard or in the Jax. Oh, you're referring to Rejex. I'm talking about Dark Broly. So if you're referring to Rejex, this is in my main board already because it's just absolutely bonkers in the main board. But if you're referring to sideboard, oh man, where is it? Dude. Oh, here it is. We have our good almighty bling demonic absorption. The reason why I'd run this, and I'd run this at multiple copies, when I'd say like multiple copies, I mean 3 to 4 depending on your deck space. Depending on your side deck space, is because this card will never be dead, specifically referring to the matchup versus Invoker. Because the real issue with that matchup is Vegeta. It's not anything else besides Vegeta. So honestly, I can honestly see myself running this if I know, like, for the invitation, right? If I'm running Invoker, if I'm running Vegex, I would 100% find a way to put 4 of these in. Because I know I'm going to face Legend, and this would be my only answer to his deck. I'm trying to see how I can coach you guys without screwing my teammate over, right? Because I love that guy, and I don't want to see him fail. So I got to watch how I say this. I don't want you guys to just go into the event and completely counter pick his deck. But as of it, I'm not going to say Black and Jack. I'm just going to show you guys how to do it as a Vegex player. So I'm pretty sure the information I tell you, he watches these too, so he'll understand it. But it's with all love, Legends, bro. But I do have to help you guys out. Against an Invoker player, this will hurt. The reason why this will hurt is they come skate-free against Violent Rage, meaning your turns are never locked out. The only time your turns can get locked out is if they have Topo, but Invoker players have moved away from Topo, right? And even through Topo, you can still KO Invoker with Vegex because it's just insane. So this card coming in from your sideboard against them is super powerful because this not only allows you to KO the Vegeta, which is the only threat when you're playing Vegex, it also allows you to combine with Majin Buu's Human Extinction attack. With this, you have to understand and have the knowledge that, hey, the Frieza's Emperor's Death Beam, I believe it is, or it's not Frieza's Emperor's Death Beam, it's just called Emperor's Death Beam, now becomes null and void because these guys are 5k combos, 5k combos that they're not really combos, they're extra cards. So it's an instant boost. So that's why I told you guys must be controlling when I said run multiples. This is not dead. Because your Majin Buu's Human Extinction attack will give your battle card or your leader card. Realistically, you don't care about the leader card, right? Because the leader card is probably going to get 100% negated, hard negated. You really care about the battle card swings. So the battle card swings, I'm trying to like watch how I say this. So like I said, I don't want to screw my teammate over. But the battle card swings are the ones you want to stay vigilant of. Especially going for game, or especially putting them at a crucial number. For instance, 1. Because D-Magic for them, if they tap out, they can't use D-Magic. You want to Majin Buu's Human Extinction attack, combine it with this, and if the number is over 30, you'll be good. But with that being said, you have to understand, just because it's over 30 doesn't mean you're safe, because it's still neg 30. So if you make a Vegeta, let's say a 39, and he negs it 30, it's going to be 9k versus a 15. So you have to understand the math in your head. Like I said, I want to go into specific detail on a play-by-play on how to do it. I really do apologize, guys, but I do have to protect my teammate. After the invitation, I got you. After the invitation, I got you guys. But for right now, I will tell you this. So I'm not going to lead you guys wrong, right? I love my teammate, but I'm not going to lead you guys wrong. So I'll meet you 50-50. This is not a real card you want to sit on versus the Invoker matchup. Blue matchups, yes. Versus the Invoker matchup specifically, no, it will get outed. Even if you put in more copies and matches at 4. But in Vegex, you're supposed to have this at 4 anyway. This is what you want to come in as Vegex versus Invoker. So hopefully I answer that. Like I said, I don't really want to sabotage them, but I do want to answer your question. Hopefully that's answer. What's wrong? You're tired? And shout out to all you guys in the DVS world for making my favorite card in the game over $100. Y'all my boys. I call it the Eddie factor, right? Because this guy was sitting at over $100, and this is the common. And I love you guys for that. You guys made a common more expensive than the winner, which is foil. When I saw that, man, I took a picture. I sent it to my local team chat. I'm like, I love this community. You guys made a common card worth more than its alternate winner foil version. Man, huge shout out to you guys, man. I love you guys. I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty sure the foil now is caught up, but I'm pretty sure the common, like I say, guys, common wins games. I'm pretty sure the common version is still more expensive than the winner version. So a huge shout out to all you guys, and I love you guys for that. Would you say Vajex is favored or unfavored against Jaren? 100% favored because the 8 cards that I always preach you're supposed to run a Vajex are going to be these. There's not one deck. Let me rephrase that. There is very few decks that do not run negates. So this deck will hit literally everything. And when I say, let me also take that back. It's not negates, it's counters. Counters, guys. This is more than just negates. This addresses counters. So very few decks and very few players are brave enough to run a deck without counters. Meaning, this card will always be live. And if it's not live, it's a way for you to just attack and get your life to awaken. And they'll help you awaken. So, going against Jaren, specifically, I think Vajex is highly favored. Because you also, if you're playing Vajex, I do have my Vajex deck on me. If you're playing Vajex, please don't kick this computer, son. We gotta live. I'm trying to help these people out because I love hearing this Vajex talk, man. You guys are making my juices flow. Going against Vajex, you guys should 100% be playing. I have all my black cards in front of me, guys. This is life for me right now because I'm on my grind. I really have to win PPG Miami. Is this? You should be playing for this main board in your Vajex, and also main board in your Vajex should be 4 power bursts. So if you're going against Jaren, who said that question? Fells Knight. If you're going against Jaren, I'll tell you right now, that one I could give it to you because one of my team's playing Jaren. I'll tell you how to beat it. You hold on to this and you hold on to your power burst. They can't out this. Jaren has no way to out Black Power Mass Sand. And if somehow they do out, no, they don't. Because the guys they play is for free, and he'll play for free off his leader, and that guy will play another guy for free from your deck. So if you have this on board, they're going to end up having to give you 4 cards in order to do that combo. And if somehow they have, I'm trying to think right now, the only way I think Jaren has board removal, if I'm not mistaken, would be through Secret Identity Mass Sand. The 6-shot overall. Because I don't think that deck has any built-in removal, especially if it's playing, no matter if it's playing yellow-green, yellow-blue. Yeah, it's not going to matter. Like, I don't think they have any one-drop removals. But even if they do have some kind of removal for it, that's why you also have your power burst. So if you're specifically having trouble, Fells Knight versus Jaren, your main board beats that. Because you should have 4 of these in your main board, you should have 4 power bursts in your main board. You sit on these against Jaren, they can't audit whatsoever. It's going to be a game. They cannot audit. So, hopefully that answers your question. What do we got over here? Pac-Man, the Ghost Killer. I'm late to the chat. I'm curious to know when the deadline is for tomorrow. If you're referring to the webcam event, go ahead and pay for it and to send me the link should still go up. But if it doesn't go up, like, just PayPal me the money, PayPal me your deck list, and I'll send you the Google registration sheets. But before you do that, please attempt to do it through the actual pre-reg link, because you should go to the pre-reg link on Facebook. It'll bring you to like the Best Coast Player app, and it'll say register, and register to there first. If it's closed, I got you, man. Just message me offline, I got you. But the first thing you want to do is check the Facebook link. I'll put it in here for you actually. Because since you're here, you can just tell me if you're able to go in or not. So let me pull it up. Pro Play Tour. You just want to be in our video today, man? You never come chill with me in the video. What's up? Hey, guys, don't forget, if you're free tomorrow, 100% participate in the webcam event. It is the last and final webcam event for the season. Best Coast pairings. Let's see. Oh, Fells Knight, you gotta register ASAP, bro. There's only 3 slots left. I'm gonna put it right here for you, my friend. But register ASAP. There's 3 spots left, my friend. So don't wait. Do not wait. It's gonna get sold out. Don't wait. Let me tag you so you can make sure you get it. Fells Knight. Click that link directly and pay your 10. So I'm telling you, if it caps, I can't help you at that time point. I'm sorry. Because if it caps, the reason why we won't add more players, because best case scenario, if no one ties, automatically adds an extra round to the event. That's why we capped it at 128. So once it hits 129, it instantly moves it up to another round, guaranteed. So yeah, there it is. So click that link, pay your 10. After you pay your 10, it'll send you a Google Forms, which you will actually send in your deck list, your information, all that good stuff, and you'll be good to go. So let's get into the next question. Angry Bearded Gamer, what's up, fam? What's up? Kenny, Kenny's in here. What's up? Yellow versus Invoker. What cards? Dang, you guys are really trying to make Legends hate my life right now, bro. Oh man, Yellow versus Invoker. I know the cards for Yellow. Kenny, you know it too, because I told you, Kenny, in locals, highly shut down Invoker. But the thing is, I don't think I could do it. Alright, without sabotaging him, yellow cards that are really, really efficient versus Invoker. I'm trying to do it in a way I don't sabotage my teammate. You guys are killing me tonight, man. Woo! Kenny, Ken is in here, he'll tell you. I told him exactly how to do it. He's like, oh, snap, you're right. It shuts the deck down. But the way I told him, I can't really tell you guys. But I will say, if you find a way to shut down I don't want to say that. Oh, man. I'm sorry. I think we had to move on to the next question. Oh, man. I can't do that to him. Yeah, I can't do that to him. I will tell you counterplays. Like, if you're scared of Rival Seeker and stuff, have the Tyrannical Blows, or I think it's Tyranny Blow, Tyrannical Blow, something like that. Have that in for your Rival Seekers and stuff. But as yellow, there's a way more efficient strategy. A lot more efficient strategy that will shut the deck down as yellow. Like, if you're a yellow player, the Invoker player cannot even play the game. I'm just gonna leave it like that. Do your research. Go. It is a yellow card. I'll give you that info. It is a yellow card. So I don't want to send you on an endless goose hunt. It's a yellow card. I'm not gonna tell you if it's a battle card, an extra card, whatever it is. It's a yellow card. Just go through your library and then put 1 and 2 together, and you'll see that Invoker will not be able to function as a deck. Now, moving on from Invoker questions, guys. I love you guys. Let's talk about other decks like Dark Broly, King Piccolo. I actually know how to beat those decks, guys. I got you guys on those. What else we got? Alright, so I'll get back to the actual Black Gogeta, right? So Black Gogeta, guys, is insane. It's a funny story. I was at my locals last week. Kenny's in here. So I was at my locals last week, and I was just sitting there. I was playing Dark Broly. This is the first time ever in my life I whiffed. I did not have a 1-drop Dark Broly, and it was like going into my turn 4, and I played 4 of those bad boys. I'm like, I can't do this, bro. I gotta test a deck that I always got 1-drops. And the deck that came to my mind was Black Gogeta. But I'm sitting there thinking and contemplating like, man, do I really want to play Black Gogeta and beat every match that's not Dark Broly and that's not even red, that's not specifically Violent Rays? Do I want to do that to myself? And I'm sitting there thinking like, So you know what I'm saying? I went back home. I started testing the deck. When I say, guys, reading is key in this game, reading is key in this game. Because I found out there's certain things you don't have to do. And I won't say I was wrong saying Violent Rage shuts down the deck, because it does hinder it a lot. But, are you sleepy? You look sleepy. But, versus attacking with a base 35k, you can attack with a 15k. You see what I'm saying? And just turn it to 25. So you'll still be able to get your attacks off like that. Alright, let's go to sleep, Miles. It's okay. I see you passing out on me. But yeah. So, Black Gogeta, for everyone who wanted to play it, you could go ahead and explore with it. Just be very vigilant for Violent Rays, because it's rough. And the deck is expensive. I was trying to play it. I'm like, guys, 'cause you guys know me. I like to build common decks and just make it expensive. And for instance, Dark Broly. I was sitting there talking to my local players, and I'm looking at the cards we need. They're common cards, but they're commonly expensive, bro. That was the issue. That deck has a number. This guy is Julian. No, he's passed out, bro. Man, let me put him down. Yeah, the deck is expensive, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. But I will tell you, it's only expensive because of key cards such as your SS4 Son Goku TPs, your guys, the Kai's drop guys, they were 50. They're I want to say 40 now, 40 to 45. You can even get it for 35 in some places. Guys, if you want to play the deck, pick it up. You cannot play without it. What I will tell you is, all right, let me pick up my set before I tell you guys, because this is going to be insanely probably gone. Okay, we're good. I already got my set. I forgot Trevor said he got me. What I will tell you guys to pick up are going to be the SR version of the PyCon Unison. The SPR is not that much more expensive. I think it's like $6 or $7. Pick those up. The SR version is only like $2, I believe. Guys, if you want to play the deck, pick it up. You can't function. You cannot play that deck without the SR, and you cannot play that without the. There's a 6-shot Gogeta, not the blocker. This is the foil one. Pick that one up too as well, because those cards will win you games. Those cards are ding 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 ding. Those cards are dumb, but like dumb busted. Pick those cards up right now. They're super cheap. I want to say both of them are like 2 and change. The 6-drop one, it's a 20k 6-drop. You tap 1 energy. You use 2 from your warp to play it, obviously. So you tap 1 energy. You swing. Now, if your opponent has 2 more energy, you tap 1 more energy, and you get to play 1 Goku and 1 Vegeta. You get to play 2 battle cards for free. For free, my friend. Now, if you have the Unison on board, the Unison to give them plus 10k. So let's say if it's the 1-drop Goku and the 1-drop Vegeta that takes life, your Unison will give it plus 10k. Now, this is how you get under Violent Rays. You can't use your leader ability. Because if you use your leader ability to give it plus 10k, it'll be 25 bits. So what you have to do, and this is why I told you it's not as efficient, you have to attack those 1-drops. Because once you attack those 1-drops, you'll take a life, and it'll get boosted instantly to 25k. And from that point forward, you just drop it like a tide and you start going in for game and stuff. So it's really solid. Very unfortunate that Dark Broly is a behemoth in this format, because it does put Violent Rays in all red decks. But like I said, guys, if Violent Rays wasn't a card, I think not Dark Gogeta, but Gogeta Zeno would cause more problems than Dark Broly. Only because Dark Broly, if you time it right, you could negate. You have a finite number of attacks with Dark Broly. No matter how good you sequence it. With Gogeta Zeno, oh my goodness, boy. You have an infinite number of attacks that are like 35k base sometimes. Like 35k base. If you take that life, 45k base, be like, my goodness gracious. Let's just move on to that one. Let's check out some of these questions. I'm just looking at myself in the stream, answering you guys, talking to you guys, and watching my son just doze off. This guy is spitting out all his food that was in his mouth. Let me put him down. Man. This is why we don't keep food in our mouth when we eat. And spit out what's in your mouth. Oh man. Alright, come on. 1 second, guys. I'm gonna bring him to his mom. Yeah, so we got when you have kids, they'll do this thing where they start eating their food, most likely their snacks, and they'll just keep it in their mouth when they're full because they don't want to eat anymore. So let's get back to these questions, comments, and concerns. What do we have? I think I told you my message is that you can get around Violent Rays. Yes, you did. But I'm telling you, it's not as efficient because, yes, you're swinging for 25, but realistically, that swing should have been 45. You see what I'm saying? Like, bro, 45 to 35. So you're losing 10k combo. Like, you're right, you do get around it, But dude, I ain't gonna lie. Base 30, I thought base 30s were fine. Once you start hitting base 35s, oh my god. Base 45s, my Jesus. Like, it is completely insane. Because at that time point, when you do drop something like a freaking Champa or a double strike Kai, it's insane, bro. It's like, okay, cool, base 45. They say no negates. You just say, let me look over here, buddy. No negates? Okay. You drop one card, and it's like 55 off one card, 55 double strike off one card, 45 double strike off one card. That's completely insane. I'm like, bro, this deck is insanely broken. But with that being said, it's just unfortunate you can't do that. So like when you attack now, it's kind of fair because you have to set at 15k base, and when you do drop it, it'll be max 35 because you could get it 10k during battle, during your offense step, and you could drop it up as base 55 double strike versus base 35. That is a huge difference. Like, your opponent will 100% combo the 35. The 45, 55, they taking that thing on the chin, B. But you are right. You can't play around it. I ain't gonna lie to you. I apologize for saying you couldn't. You are 100% correct. I'm sorry that I'm laying back. I'm not sleeping on you guys. I need my son to spit out what's in his mouth because he will not. He loves those muffins. I love those muffins. The only difference is I'll finish eating them. I won't just play with them. So, what do you think about SS3 Blue Leader in this format? So, really, really cool question. SS3, I said this again. SS3 and like Reboot Soul Striker are those decks that can come into an event, right? And they could cause really extreme havoc upon a meta. But upon an event, not a meta, upon an event. But the issue is it will not be continued success upon the meta, because the reason being is they have cards that directly counter the leader. It's a hardcore counter leader. And if you play a Black Gogeta player, you can't even play the game, because the Black Gogeta player is gonna have this in their main board. The Black Gogeta player is going to have, I don't have the Vegetas on me, are gonna have the Vegetas in the mirror. The Vegetas are gonna say, oh snap, you wanna untap your energy, B? It is gonna blip 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 blip, because it's not awakened. It's not an awakened ability. You're gonna keep, like, the amount of advantage you're gonna lose is gonna be insanely dumb, and you're not gonna want to do it. So you can sneak into an event with SS3, but I'm telling, it's like what Goodwin did, right? I believe it was Vermilion Bloodline Weekend. He snuck in with SS3. You know what I'm saying? He did it. The following weekend, other players tried to do it, and they got completely slaughtered, because once SS3 gets put on the map for one event, the next event, it's hard, because SS3 doesn't really have the outs. Like, Blue-Red, you can out it. Like I said, Invoker, you can out it, because you can have access to coolers, and you have access to mirrors. Mono Blue cannot out the floodgates. And that's why, like, Blue Baby, it can always do good in one event, but then the following event, like, let's say if they ever won an event, the following event, I guarantee to you, Blue Baby will never be able to win a back-to-back event. It's just not possible, because people will get put on notice and just put floodgates on that cannot be answered by Blue, and that's the issue with Blue that I have. So I wouldn't really depend on that. Let's see, what else you guys got for me? The blocker is nutty as well. Got my SPRs back. Yeah, I'm telling you, that's what I just told the guys. For Gogeta, if you want to play the deck, guys, get those cards, B. Those, did you spit it out? Oh man, he's still doing it. Get those cards now. Those cards are extremely cheap. The SPRs are extremely cheap. Like, I'm telling you, this is the good time to pick it up. Please use this video as, I guess, a market watch for Black Gogeta, because, guys, once people actually see how low this card's out, I could instantly see it bought out in the instant, because one person could just say, hey, I got my tax refund early or something like that. Pay not even 10% of your tax refund to buy it out, because it's that cheap. So be very, very cautious if you do want to play that deck in high rarity. I personally don't care. Like, you guys know me, I like commons, but I know specifically a lot of players, the majority of players, like to play higher rarity. So the things like the SPR Unisons and stuff like that, they're really low. And the biggest thing is the Kai TPs. Those Kai TPs are low right now. They dropped down to, they're like in the 38 to 45 range. So pick those up. What do we have? Yeah, really love you, Black Gogeta. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's really, really fun. If it's just unfortunate it says Saint Oni. I see why. Because if it didn't say Saint Oni, this deck would be tier 0, bro. Like, the amount of shenanigans I do with the Black Gogeta leader, if I had the Vegex leader instead, oh my goodness, it would be insane. Let's see. Yeah, it's unfortunate when you gotta play Crisis Crusher. I mean, the thing with Crisis Crusher, it doesn't really do anything, because Crisis Crusher you have to have no cards in play in order to play it to counteract the Black Gogeta, right? But the thing with the Black Gogeta, it's that blocker will just warp it. It's like, okay, cool, warp. So are you gonna continuously just not have a battle card in play to just tap one energy for Crisis Crusher? You see what I'm saying? Like it's not really an issue for that deck. I honestly don't think it's an issue, especially the fact that the 6 drops when they come in. Okay, now I have 6 drops. That's gonna just destroy. It's the deck is insane. I ain't gonna lie to you guys. Crisis Crusher, yeah, early turn it may hurt if they don't see the blocker. But if you're playing it efficient, like I told you guys, you should be playing 4 of the SS4 Overwhelms to grab your blocker. You should be playing the Gravies. What the Gravies will do is warp your. It'll fuel your drop so you can use your drop to warp and get the Overwhelm off for your SS4. There's certain cards you want to hold on to your hand, opening hand. One of them being the SS4 Overwhelm. You need to have that card in your hand because you don't know if you're going to have your pieces or not. The other one being the blocker. The blocker answers problematic cards. Like, going to King Piccolo, that's barrier blockers. Your 6-drop blocker answers cards. Even answers Invoker. It ignores barrier, dude. Like, ignores barrier. And I'm pretty sure it has barrier, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I wanted to say, I'm pretty sure when I was playing it, I never used blocker, so I don't remember at the top of my head. But I'm pretty sure it also has barrier. I know it's a blocker. I have to double check it. But I know it does work. It takes the card off board and ignores barrier, so you don't have to have an issue with that. So Crisis Crusher is cool and all, but you will not win straight off Crisis Crusher. Yeah, but rather have the answer. Yeah. But that's an early game answer. The deck pivots very well into winning via 6. Yes, that's the thing. Because with Black Broly, I keep saying Black Broly. With the Gogeta, the longer that game goes on, your opponent is just in for it. Like, their opponent's going to get their shit pushed in. Like, it's going to be bad. Because the guys just keep building and building and building it. It's both players' turn as well. Like, if you drawing cards and stuff, it's both player's turn, and it's not to the end of my next turn. It's not my next turn, dude, and it's both players' turn. Oh my goodness, that deck gets insane. Blue got a lot of barrier removal cards. I mean, what blue barrier removal cards do you have? Like, that's blue. The only thing that has inherent removal is probably the Zamasu leader, but then some silver bullets have barrier. And then with blue, it has preventive cards, such as the God Sending, stuff like that. But then some silver bullets have deflect. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, there's so many silver bullets that blue have to deal with. It's like, you gotta pick and choose your battles. Like, some have barrier, some have deflect, some have nothing. But they have, like, 12 answers to what you're trying to do. That's what I'm trying to say. It's just rough, right? It's rough out here for blue. It's like blue's the pimp. It's hard out here for a pimp, but I ain't gonna lie to you. Blue's just in that spot. What other questions you guys have for me? We have Protector of the People and Nimbus. Protector of the People won't save you from Black Gogeta. The attacks are so... The attacks, if it's against black, like if you're going against a black deck, the attacks base coming from the Black Gogeta deck will be higher than Dark Broly base. Dark Broly will swing with 30k base. By the time the Black Gogeta player swings at you, it's going to be 15, 25... The Unison can give it 10, which make it 35, and the leader can give it 10 more. 40. It can possibly be a 45k base attack coming to your face, B. Like 45k base. And the thing is, even if you do have answers, they have answers for your answers. Because as long as they have the Goku True Fighting Spirit on board, if you use a Nimbus or if you use Protector of the People, you have to lose 3 cards. And let's say if they have multiple on board, you're losing multiple cards. Now, if you thought it was already impossible and hard to out-combo a 30k base battle, imagine trying to out-combo a 45k attack while you just lost 2 cards, 3 cards, 4 cards, 5 cards off an attack, bro. Like, it is bonkers. Like, try that deck. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think it was Black Sun Demon. He did say you could play around it. I didn't really believe it until I tested it. Like I said, I apologize, bro. You was right. The deck is 100% still playable around Violent Rays. It's just not as broken, but it's 100% playable, and you can't play around it. What else you guys got for me today? I updated the list. Oh, I should post the updated rules webcam. I have that. Everyone looked at it. It was good. It was approved. I should post that. The updated invite list should be posted tomorrow. You guys, if you are free tomorrow, once again, try to sign up for the event because there's 3 slots left. Don't forget, if you're close or you're borderline, top 16 U.S. players will 100% qualify for the Worlds event based off the leaderboards. That's another alternative way for you to get in. There's 2 tickets left. So out of 128, we have 126 players signed up. Yeah, I can't sign up. My wife would kill me. So there's 2 tickets left, guys. Tickets are only $10. This will be, we sold out all our events minus the last one because the last one was on Valentine's Day. Unfortunately, we had to do something for you guys. But I know a lot of people said they wanted Saturday events, so this one is on a Saturday for you guys. So it'll probably sell out by the morning, 100%. This event will also be something you want to look very closely at. Like the Teen Talk session that we'll have on Monday will be something that's super beneficial for you guys. If you guys are not able to tune in, you guys are going to want to check it out on the YouTube because this event is the last real event before the Invitational. The Invitational is the weekend after this one, guys. It's here. Like, baby, the Invitational is here. There's nothing else to say. This event will show you what decks are leading into. Right now, we have Launch, we have King Piccolo, we have Dark Broly. Really, Dark Broly just came back because the last webcam event there was still Dark Broly's, but our international qualifiers Dark Broly's won. So I don't know if it's like a regional thing or players just don't feel like dealing with Violent Rays. I don't know what it is, but there's something there. Mecha Frieza is doing very well, but I tell you guys what, this event right here will be the tell-all for everything. And come Monday, we'll discuss it. I'll have all the deck lists because once the event starts and I'm actually commentating, not playing, I just go through this stuff. I have the deck list. I have the deck breakdowns and everything for you provided from PPG. And we'll talk about it. Like, whatever you want to talk about, we'll talk about it. And we'll discuss it. So, this event, I really hope a Black Gogeta player as well. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Like I said, I apologize again, Black Sun Demon, bro. You was right, bro. You can do it. What else we got? Let's see. You guys have any questions, comments, or concerns? How many gravies in Black Gogeta? You see, the thing about me, it's really hard to ask my ratios because I'm a man of 4-Os. Be like, I run 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. The reason why I like 4-Os is because when you run 4s, in my opinion, it allows you to have so many flex options in your opening hand for your mulligan, right? If there's certain cards like, damn, this is good, but you know you're on a consistent number, like it's not 2-ofs, or it's not a 1-of, or it's not a 3-of, you know for a fact you'll see it. Because you may say it's a 3-of, I'll see it, but you'd be surprised how many times it's a 3-of. Yes, you'll see one copy, but you'll charge it, and your other remaining 2 will probably be in life, like both of them will be in life, or one will be in deck and one will be in life. So realistically, you only have one chance of seeing it because if the one in life is the very last life, you have one copy left. So that's the issue I always had with playing less than 4-of for cards that I want to see. Because I feel like if you want to see those cards, why not max it out to what you want to see it as? You see what I'm saying? Unless it's a catch. Like if it's an overrealm like my SS4 Bardock dual attack, I do want to see it a lot, but the max I'd ever run it at would be 3. The reason being is I don't want it at 4 is it's not an every turn play. I cannot use that card every turn because I'm not going to always have 6 in my drop in order to overrealm for it. So a card like that, I can see a 3 spot, but I still do want to see it so I can see it being an S3. But cards that I want to see every turn, that's why you'll see my deck list. You'll see just, how does Eddie always run 4-Os? The reason I want to see the card, like I want to play it. And if you want to see something, play it at its max, which is 4. So Kai definitely MVP in that deck though. 100%. Both Kais. The Double Strike Kai and the TP Kai. Guys, you cannot run that deck on a TP Kai. I'll tell you right now, you cannot run that deck without the TP Kai. The TP Kai with that deck is broken. Broken. I repeat, broken. It's broken. That's all I can say. I've enjoyed Unrelenting, Trunks, and a lot of people tried it out. I haven't personally tried it out. I heard, apparently, obviously you can, when it gets warped, is that loop you can do. It's a cool loop. I just haven't tried it out. I'm not gonna lie to you. So I don't have an opinion whether it's good or bad. Because the build I have right now is tight. Because I want to keep it more than 50. Because I don't want to deck out. But it's a big thing too, guys. I want to tell you guys. The Black Gogeta leader, this is what saves me a lot. It says warp up to 5. Up to 5. Meaning, when you do it, you do not have to announce how many you're going to warp. You can do it one by one. If you get the pieces you need and you look at your hand and you're able to do it successfully, stop. Do not just randomly take 5 and throw it out there. You will get screwed over and you will get in a position where you're forced to go all in, not because you're gonna lose to the crackback, but you're gonna lose the deck out, and that's not a position you want to be in. So be very vigilant how you pipe that deck, because that deck, if you just by default just I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna give this a boost, I'm gonna do that a boost, you're gonna get wrecked by your deck count because you're in deck out. You're gonna get wrecked by violent rage because you gave all these guys extra boosts, and now they're not gonna be able to do nothing. You took a life from your leader, you're not for nothing, and stuff like that. So you have to be very, very vigilant on that. So yeah, get them. I have to try it. I'm not gonna lie to you. Would I have it in my main board? I don't know, because this week Thursday was the first time. Yesterday it was the first time I was playtesting after locals. So I don't really have an opinion on what I can and cannot remove from the deck. I can tell you I really enjoy the deck. It is a fun deck and it is a cheap deck. There's 3 cards that are over $5 in that deck. The Kai, that's you're gonna spend 100. You could probably pick up a playset for 100 to 150 bucks for the Kai. The SS4, you're gonna have to spend at least, you can pick it up between 60 and 80 bucks. Those are the 2 cards. Those are the only 2 cards that's actually worth money. Those 2 playsets of cards. Guys, you need both playsets of cards. If you don't have them, you're gonna get screwed. If you wait till this video is 2 weeks old and now you're trying to pick up Pycons, I'm telling you, those Pycon SRs, I'm not talking SP. The SPRs I believe are 5 to 7. The SRs are like $2, like 1 and change, $2. Pick those up now. The 6 drops, the other one's bulk. The rare blocker is bulk. The real good one is $2, like 2 and change. You can pick up a playset for like $8. You see what I'm saying? Pick those up now if you want to play the deck. And even if you do not want to play the deck, pick those up. Because in a world, if Dark Broly ever gets hit, and if people put away Violent Rays, that deck will cause havoc. That deck is the definition of anti-meta for this specific card game. Dark Broly is too, but this deck can play around a bunch of shenanigans, like a bunch of them, dude. So I highly recommend you invest in this deck. Even if you do not want to play it, I highly recommend you invest in it, and it's a low-cost investment for you, because at worst, you'll get your money back. At best, you'll triple your money, because especially the way buys are going right now, these guys are dirt cheap. So really, really recommend you guys investing in the deck. Try the TP. You see, I did try the TP and I sold the TP because paying 3 for me will never amount for the fact. I understand it could be a dual attack, double strike, but that 3 energy cost for me got me. If it was 2 energy, I can 100% see it. But that 3 energy cost, bro, that was it for me, bro. I can't. I don't like cards that are that expensive. That's why in Dark Broly, right, there's a card. It's an SS4 Bardock. You can tap 3. It's a dual attack, and you get to randomly rip cards from your opponent's hand. The reason why I can never play it is I could never justify myself tapping 3 energy. There's less than a handful of cards that you'll ever see me tap 3 energy for. That's going to be the Vegeta and Invoker. It's going to be... What do I tap 3 for? I don't tap 3 a lot. I really don't. Like 2 for me is the limit. You guys saw that Piccolo Surge. I do not like it. I think that's the only time I'd ever tap 3. I'm not gonna lie to you. It'd probably be the Vegeta for Invoker. That's it. Yeah, and the only reason being is because I had the Beard Super Combo. I'm trying to think right now. I'm trying to think harder. Like, that's why you never see me even play Soul Striker. Even though in Soul Striker you can like untap my good stuff. Tapping 3 is hard, B. Maybe SS3 I'll tap 3 because I untap 3. But like I said, you guys already know the deal about Blue. I will not tap 3 for a card. That promo it's good. Don't get it twisted. It is good. It's a great card. Specifically versus the Black matchup, it is a great card because Black can't really interact with it. But if you tap 3 against Blue and you get D-Magic, you see how bad you feel? If you tap Blue against Green and it gets freaking the Frieza Charismatic Villain, you see how bad you feel? If you tap 3 against Red, you get Violent Rays, you see how bad you feel? You see what I'm saying? Like, every color has an answer. If you tap 3 against freaking Frieza, because it's yellow, and it counterplays you see how bad you feel? Like, it's just rough, bro. That's why I refuse to tap 3. I don't think I played 3 on it. Usually play... I mean, you can play them with the Pycon Unison, but the Pycon Unison for me, it was always giving the boost. The boost. The boost was the most... I cannot express to you how powerful the boost from Pycon is. Because if a player is going against Black Gogeta and they're not attacking your Pycon, and instead they're trying to take out your battle cards, they will lose the game. Pycon is the key to that deck, which is why I tell you guys you cannot run the deck without the Kai TPs. Pycon, once again, is the key to that deck's success. Say it one last time. Pycon is the key to that deck's success. If you're playing against Black Gogeta, focus on eliminating the Pycon, then the battle cards. Because you leave Pycon on board, you would get wrecked. That's all I will say. Yeah, I'm telling you. For instance, right? Like, get them, right? They left Pycon on board, and that gave you time to build markers in order to bring out the Gogeta from Pycon. Because that's just wild to me. Do they just not read Pycon? They say, okay, the only thing they read is, hey, he can't attack if he has 2 or less. That must be it. Because when you see the -4 or you see the +1, it's like, bro, this guy's a problem. You have to take him out. At least the leader, you have to take a life in order to do it. You see what I'm saying? But a Pycon Unison is free, is 100%. There's no drawbacks to it. Besides the fact that you can't attack if you have 3, if you don't have less than 3 markers on, there's no drawback to it. So the players a swing at Pycon, play Gogeta, use yeah. I ain't gonna lie. When they swing at Pycon, that's when I actually start blocking. I ain't gonna lie to you. But I don't block. I'm like, do your best. Because I know, like, if you attack and you start comboing, my crackback is gonna be worse than your attack. I'm like, okay, I'll take it. I start singing, bro. As long as I don't see Violent Rage, that is game. I just know it's gonna be game. But if they start attacking Pycon, you start seeing those negates, you start seeing those blocks. I'm like, nah, fam, try to kill me instead. Go ahead and try to kill my 1-drops. And it's the funniest thing when they attack your 1-drops for getting the boost. I'm like, bro, you shouldn't attack that. Go try to attack my leader, bro. You're never gonna be able to kill my battle card. My battle card is a 1-drop, 25k base. Like, that guy is solid. One's double strike, one's crit, like that. Those guys are solid. Yeah. So, do you guys have any more questions, comments, or concerns? Because I gotta put this guy down. I feel like this chair's gonna break with him in my arm right now. I'll give my closing thoughts, and I'll come back and read you guys' comments, questions, and concerns. My closing thoughts, or you guys know I've been saying one specific deck, and the reason why I've been saying is, for instance, like this. Black Gogeta is also up there for me now for top 3 decks for Black. But Black in general is just the wave. I think Black right now is just it's primed to just dominate DBS for a very long time. Unless Bandai prints something that directly counters it, obviously. But Black is ready and primed to just take over this entire game. The Vajag, Stark Broly, Black Gogeta, all great, amazing decks. Shumen Soul, all that good stuff. I wouldn't really worry about that. Hatchak is also another great Black deck. I honestly would not be surprised if I saw Hatchak in top cut of the Invitational. As crazy as it sounds, I'm telling you guys, do not sleep on Hatchak. I would not be surprised if Hatchak was in top cut of the PPG Invitationals. Now, if you are not a fast player, do not play Hatchak. If you are a player that likes to think, take their time to dissect, like if you like Blue Baby and Invoker next like that, check out Hatchak. Hatchak, you'll win game 1. I'm not promoting stalling by any way, shape, and form. But if you win game 1 in a Hatchak, you're in the driver's seat. Because the chances of game 2 ending before time is called is slim to none. So realistically speaking, you win game 1, you'll win the match. I'm just being honest with you guys. That's just how it is in my experience watching Hatchak. I'm just telling you guys. Once again, I gotta put the disclaimer out there because I don't want to say anything. I am not promoting stalling in any way, shape, and form. But playing Hatchak, you win game 1, you win the match. That's it. That's all I'm gonna say, just like that. So yeah, Black right now is just the way, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think behind Black, closely behind Black is Red. Yeah, King Piccolo launch or like this stuff, very, very closely behind. Check out tomorrow's webcam event. It's the 5th and final webcam event for our invitational qualifier. I'll do my best to launch last minute LCQs for the webcam. There will be LCQs at Miami on Friday. I'll put that up there. Sunday, I'll probably, honestly speaking about it, I might just make the community vote between Team Wars and Gunslinger. The reason being is because I know for a fact I can give 2 cases. I was scared to give 2 Battle Evolution cases. Guys, that's another thing. If you guys don't have a connect for the Battle Evolution cases, I highly suggest that you find a connect. Battle Evolution will be one of those sets that you want to get. I'm just going to tell you right now. There's a lot of dumb stuff. And if you think the secret is broken and you pull it, sell it to me. I'm just being honest with you. Sell it to me. I'm not trolling. Like, that Tinker, it's good. It's really, really good. It's very, very underrated. A lot of people don't see the potential with it. I do. If you think it's busted and you think it's doo-doo, tell it to me. I got you guys. Yeah. So Sunday for the invitational, I'll probably put a poll up and let the community decide. Because honestly, it's your tournament. I'm here to provide you guys what you want. So it'd be like last time. If it's Gunslinger, it's gonna be best of one regardless. So it's either gonna be singles best of one Gunslinger or it's going to be Team Wars. And then there will be I'll put a caveat because it can be a 2 case. I'm allotted 2 cases of the battle evolutions to go. So I got you guys on that. I'll make the event probably by Sunday because tomorrow is the webcam event. I don't want to overlook that. So yeah, that's my closing comments. Let's see if you guys have any more questions, comments, or concerns for me. What do we have? What we have. And a blocker, and a deck side blocker. Let's take out Invoker with it. Yeah, Invoker it's a really simple matchup for black. I keep saying black for Gogeta Zeno because your main board directly enters their main board. It's really rough for them. You have a bunch of floodgates main boarded that goes against the actual grain that Invoker's trying to establish. Like I said, I don't want to go to detail because I want to slay legends. I love my man. It's my boy. My boy took the W last time. Yeah. But if you like Black Gogeta, I would highly recommend you play it. Tourney tomorrow. Yeah, the tourney is tomorrow. I'm looking at it right now. There are 2 tickets left. Oh, I lied. It's sold out. I'm sorry. Yeah, by the time I speak, it's sold out. So, unfortunately, that's when my power is just cut off. I can't really do anything from there because it's at 0 tickets. So, shout out to our 5th and final invitational webcam qualifier event. It is sold out. It's going to be a hell of a match. Let's see who's in here. We have super players in here. I see their team name is up. Let's see. We have... Oh, we have some of our... What's his face? International players. The reason why I know their names now is because they had their pretty much world event to where they could qualify for our world. So I know this guy's qualified. We have El Topo Locos in the house. Brian Reed. I have a bunch of David Solit. They have a bunch of players. We have a bunch of players showing up tomorrow. So, yeah, it's going to be lit. Ooh, we have a bunch of them. Wow. Yeah, tomorrow's going to be lit, guys. Be sure to tune in for the stream. It's going to be... I'll host it on here as well. But it's going to be mainly on the PPG DBS Twitch page. I'll also rate it so you guys can see it through my channel. But make sure to stay on and see it through there. I do not see any more questions, comments, or concerns. I run the Kai SCR personally. Yeah. The Kai SCR is what I run as well. I don't own it, so I don't have it in my deck. But I 100% agree with you. The Kai SCR, it's the SCR that you'd run for that deck. 100% agreed. Yeah. And the reason being it's the Kai SCR is because the Kai SCR takes out anything that's not barrier, and your blockers take out your barrier threats. Like, the deck is insanely powerful. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's really, really good. Really good. I'm not trying to, like, overhype it. I'm just letting you guys know the deck is solid. I wouldn't choose that deck over Dark Broly because of the actual matchup itself. Gogeta Zeno versus Dark Broly. I love Dark Broly's matchup. But the deck, just because I say that, doesn't mean the deck is bad. The deck is 100% amazing. I think I answered all you guys' question. Angry, Bearded Gamer, Tifo. What exactly is Gunslinger? Gunslinger is best of 130 minutes. So that's all it is. That's the best way of saying best of 130-minute games. That's all that is. Yeah, I answered everyone's question. So, again, I want SCR for Gogeta 7. Yeah, it would be the Kai SCR. 100% agreed with Black Sun Demon. So I answered everyone's question. Guys, thank you guys for joining. Be sure to tune into the stream tomorrow. Like I said, you guys saw it. It was shout out to you guys for making it happen. You guys made this bad boy a common. I will never forget this. You guys made a common skyrocket. It was more expensive than the foil winter version. You guys sold out the webcam event. So be sure to tune in for that. And stay tuned for Monday's Team Talks because it will be juicy. It will have the details you need right before the PPG Invitational. Once again, thanks for tuning in for you guys. I'll see you guys on Monday. Deuces.